सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः यशेमदेवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। You need to resume from your notebook, page 26, the third line from the bottom. Gita Press, last paragraph of the page 26 in my book. That's not right. Page 26. 27. Page 27. Second paragraph. Yeah, so what he said is not right. Your notebook, it should be page 27, correct? Second line from the bottom. Is that correct? Yes, no. Correct? Page 27, right? Your notebook?
Yes, page 27, Jayakumarji.
So that second line from the bottom is Tatra Apara Vidya Vishaya, which is second paragraph in our Gita Press. Tatra Apara Vidya Vishaya
अपरविद्या विषयः
Kartradi
कर्त्रादि
Sadhana Kriya Phala Bheda Rupaha
साधन क्रिया फल भेद रूपः
Samsaraha
संसारः
Anadihi Anantaha
अनादिः अनन्तः
Swarupatvat
दुःख स्वरूपत्वात्
Hatavyaha
हातव्यः
Pratyekam Shariribihi
प्रत्येकं शरीरिभिः
Samastyena
सामस्त्येन
Nadi Srotovat.
नदी स्रोतोवत्
So in your notebook it says Shrotovat, it should be corrected to Srotovat, SRO. Avyavacheda Rupa Sambandha.
Can you say that again?
Avyavacheda Rupa Sambandha.
Avyavacheda Rupa Sambandha.
Stop there. In the first paragraph, Bhagavan Shankaracharya said, Paravidya and Aparavidya. The entire world of knowledge is divided into two groups. Types, if you want to say that. I don't know how to say it. Two types. Okay. One is the knowledge of Anatma, that is called Aparavidya. The other is Atma, knowledge of Atma. Why only two are there? Why can't there be a third one? Hey, third one has to be either Atma or Anatma. There are only two categories. Dvau hi padarthau Atman Atmano iti Vedanta Dindimaha. Only two things in this universe, either Atma or Anatma. So that was said, he said, that was briefly said. Paravidya is this, Paravidya is that, like that it was said. But more clarity has to be given, more elaboration has to be given. Therefore, the next part of the Upanishad is started like that. He had mentioned Uttaraha Grantaha Arabhyate, like that he had said before. And now he's saying Tatra. Tatra. Tatra means with that intention, Upanishad is going to tell a few things. One Bhashyakara is giving that introduction. And he is reminding us what this Aparavidya is and Paravidya is. And so, there is some noise coming. Is it my phone or Sridhar Bengaluru? Go ahead and mute yourself. Hari Ramakrishna, please mute yourself.
Also, your voice is going up and down a little bit.
Try switching the microphone to my Bhashyakara is saying Tatra Aparavidya Vishaya. So just for your information, Aparavidya, Aparavidya, both are identical. Paravidya, Paravidya, both are identical. So I may periodically say this or that. So it's the same thing. Here, Bhagavan Bhashyakara is saying Aparavidya. But earlier, Upanishad herself said, I think, Paravidya, Tatra Para, Tatra Para and Yaya. So Apara, Upanishad had said. Shankara himself is saying Paravidya. So both are synonyms for us. Tatra Aparavidya. Shankara is reiterating. Aparavidya Vishaya. What is the topic of Aparavidya? Aparavidya Vishaya. You should underline the words I said, Samsaraha and Hatavya. That's the main sentence. Aparavidya Vishaya Samsaraha Hatavya. So Aparavidya Vishaya is Samsara. Whatever you call about life, your autobiography is Samsara, which is Aparavidya Vishaya. My autobiography, her autobiography, what about his? What about President Trump's? Everybody's autobiography comes under the category of Aparavidya Vishaya. And why do we say that? Well, first of all, Aparavidya Vishaya Samsaraha Hatavya. It must be eliminated. Nobody wants this samsara. Everybody wants to live, but nobody wants that kind of life. They want a better life. Better life. Everybody wants a better life. And so, that's what he said. Okay, so Aparavidya Vishayaha. Now he's explaining a little more. What is Aparavidya Vishayaha? Samsaraha is what? Kartradi sadhana kriya phala bheda rupaha. This is something we understand. It is a technical way of saying you need lot of things to execute karma. That whole samsara is karma, karma phalam, karma, karma phalam. This is what it is. Cause, effect, cause, effect. You figure out if you know the cause of something and if you want its effect, then you can go after it. You can make sure you trigger it. Trigger it. I want to have a good garden with flowers means you have to put the seeds, you have to get the rose stalks and all that. You have to get it and put it in, put some water, put some fertilizer, everything, and then you make it. That's all that you have to do. So many things are required, many other people's help are required. Want to construct a house means you with your own hands you can't. You need there also you need a lot of help. Prasadaha. Prasadaha means many experts are needed, subject matter experts. The contractor and electrician and whatever. So many other people are plumber. And that's called Kartradi Sadhana Kriya Phala Bheda Rupa. You need so many different people's help. You have to cross all the T's and dot all the I's. Only then you can get what you want. That's what he's saying. That is called samsara. In one word, if you want to say, this is a very long phrase. If you can give me one word, yeah, one word is there. It's called samsara. Samsara. This is how our life is just ticking for so many janmas we don't know. And that's why he's saying anadihi anantaha. That is the nature of samsara. Anadihi. Anadihi means it did not have a beginning. Did not have a beginning. So make a note there. Okay, these are all very important ideas the Shastra is giving us. So Jiva is Anadi. Avidya is Anadi. Therefore samsara must be Anadi. Jiva did not have a beginning. His body had a date of birth, all right, but Jiva has been traveling for a long time. And so Anadihi Anantaha. This samsara is not going to have an end. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. That means what? How can you say samsara doesn't have an end? Then why am I studying the Upanishad? Why is the Shastra there? And samsara is supposed to end. Yeah, supposed to end only if I take an initiative. If I don't take an initiative, then samsara has no end at all. That's the meaning here. So anadihi anantaha. And hatavya, it must be eliminated because nobody wants sukham, but nobody wants dukkham. And well, unfortunately, sukham and dukkham are like two sides of the same coin. So even God is helpless. Therefore, he's saying hatavya. This is not a package. This is not a good package. And so, why is it not a good package? Dukkha swarupatvat. Because our nature is to remember all the sad things that happened, all the traumatic things. And occasionally say, this is good, that's good, and all we say. They did well, whatever. Children. But there's always a but. That but he is saying, Dukkha swarupatvat. He says we always are going to experience this dukkha, sorrow. So Swamiji says, life is a merry-go-round. Merry-go-round. No, it's not a merry-go-round. It's a sorry-go-round, it seems. It is Paramartha this too. Sorry-go-round. What language it is. So, Dukkha Swarupatvat, Hatavyaha, must be somehow. We have to look into it. It's like life has to be better than that. So, must be eliminated. Taktavyaha. Taktavyaha, simply I can't give up my life. Just kill myself. No, that won't work because again next janma is there. So this killing oneself and all is of no use. Better spend some time thinking about all these things. So if it is important to me, I must think about it. That's what Shastra is encouraging us to do. And so, Hatavya, to be given up by whom? Pratyekam Shariribihi. Everybody, each of us, Shariribihi, he says. So, Janaihi, Manushyehi. All Pratyekam, independently. We can all go to class together, but we need to work on it ourselves independently. So, Pratyekam Shariribihi. And then what? Samastyena. Samastam, Samastam is Samastam Jagat, completely. Samastam is everything, in totality. In totality. Didn't we see somewhere in Viveka Chudamani? Ajnana Yoga Paramatmanastava. Hyanatma bandhas tatayeva samskritihi. Hey, because of this ajnanam, what happened? Then I got into this samskritihi. Samskritihi. Okay. Samsara. Samsara came because of ajnanam. Therefore, what should happen? Therefore, this one. Next line is Tayorviveko bodhavanmihi. Therefore, understand Viveka. Atma Viveka is there. You understand this whole thing. And then Ajnana Karyam Pradahet Samulam. Remember that, right? So then the Ajnana Karyam, which is samsara, is Pradahet, is burnt up. Burnt up. Burnt up, he says completely. Samulam. Yes, something gets burnt. Forest fire, there I gave an example. But still, wait for the next rain and then sprouts will start coming. So that's some uncanny it is. Is that the way it is? No, I don't want it to be like this here with my samsara. Therefore, samasthena. Samasthena. Completely. Yeah. Entirely. Leaving nothing behind. No trace must be there of samsara. That is the type of solution result I want. Okay. And so, not total means what? Hey, not total, it happens every day. Every day I go to sleep. Every day I go to sleep, and that's called deep sleep. And that is a deliverance. That's an escape for me from samsara. Everybody loves to sleep even for a few hours. And sleep is so important. Is a nap is so important. Why it is beautiful? Because I just died to everything. I completely am unaware of anything in this universe, including my own body, my personality. Everything is gone. And so it's wonderful. It's wonderful. So those kinds of experiences are there. Even joyful experiences, pleasant experiences are there, always there in one's life. And so during those periods, samsara is not there. Literally, there is samsara is just disappeared, but then it comes back. Comes back. So he says, yes, samasthena must be given up entirely. And pratyekam. See, in karma, somebody else can do a job for me. I don't have to cook. I can hire cook, or she can cook, or he can cook. I can cook. So many options are there, but I'll still get food. Any of us cook, still food will be there. So everybody else can do the job for us. And even in a yaga or a homa, you invite a pandita to your home, and then it looks like he is doing the puja. He's chanting all the mantras. Hey, he's doing it because you don't even know what the Veda is, but you have Shraddha in the Veda, and therefore you called him up. And so, even though he's chanting everything, the result goes to me. The phalam goes to the Yajamana, the person who invited the Pandita. That person is going to get the phalam, all this chanting. And so now, otherwise, all Panditas will be enjoying in Swarga, and then everybody else will be left in the lurch. So it's not like that, fortunately. And so that's how it is. Therefore, he's a proxy. Pandita is a proxy. It looks as though he's doing all the entire karma. And we better own it up. We better take charge. That's why it's important to know at least a few mantras and all that. Like somebody said, the Gita said, okay, now you do pranayama. There is something called pranayama. Om, bhu, om, bhuvaha. So we have to hold the land like this. So pranayama. He returned from America, and then the poor guy had to do all these things. And so pranayama. Take your fingers and then press on the nose like this. He said. So this man just grabbed the nose of the pandita and then just pressed the nose. So not my nose, your nose. This is how it is. What to do? All calling ourselves Vaidikas and all that. So, Pratyekam. Chinmayanandaji says, Guru is not like a mule who will carry the Shishya all the way to the destination. It's not like that. Don't look at the Guru like that. Also, work hard, and he wants everybody to also understand things properly. And yesterday, I think Vivek Chudamani, we had a bunch of shlokas. This Mastaka, Nyastaka, and all we saw. Mastaka, Nyasta Bhara Dehe, Dukkam Anyehi. Hey, there's a load on your head, or you're carrying some weight. That somebody else can help you. Let me help you with that, we can say. But in this matter, I can help myself. That kind of idea is there. Pratyekam. You can bring in all those ideas. And then he's saying Nadi Sroto Vat Avyavacheda Rupa Sambandha. So he's saying this Sambandha is there between me and samsara. Because samsara is the topic, and samsara is anadi also. It came along with me. Student asked the question in Vivek Chudamani. Ko nama bandhaha katamesha agataha katam pratishtasya. How did this bandha come about? Did I ask for it? Like that, the student is asking. It means it stuck with me. How did it get stuck with me? That stuck is this sambandha. That's a correction between samsara and this jiva. Okay. And correction is like Nadi Sroto Vat. Nadi is river. Srotaha means the flow of the river. It is like the stream, it is like the flow of the river. And it's constant. It is constant. It is permanent. It is nityam. Anadi Anantaha. But you can't say Anantaha to samsara. Only Atma is Anadi Anantaha. Nothing else you can use the word Ananta. Only Brahman is Anantaha and Atma is Ananta. Everything else is Antavatin. But Shankara is using the word Anantaha. And that is because it's like the river. River is Anityam only. But like Ganga, been flowing for ages. For us, she is Anadi. And she is blessing us for ages. Let that be. But like the flow, you never see the same drop of water at any given point. One drop of water you see and then it's gone. It's gone from there, really speaking. Next drop is a new drop. So, but you see that the river is permanent. You say river is Nityam, Anadi, Anantaha. So in that way, Pravaha Nityatvam, because they use a technical word. It's called Pravaha Nityatvam. Pravaha means the Srotaha, flow, continuous flow. It's always changing, continuously changing, but it gives you the appearance of permanence. And Nadi Sroto, like that river analogy, Avyavacheda Rupa Sambandha. Because of that nature, Avyavacheda. Vyavacheda means broken. Avyavacheda means unbroken. Unbroken. There's a continuity to samsara. Like this river's flow, there's a continuity. There's a connection between this jiva and samsara. And therefore that bondage, bandha, is continuous, like this question asked by the student in Viveka Chudamani. And so there is no shortcut to this. So this committing suicide is a very sad thing. But of course the pain is so much, whatever, depression is there, etc. And then it's better that I give up my life. I don't want to prolong this suffering. Like that people might think sometimes. So
Guruji, you're fading.
fading again. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me so there is no shortcut. Shortcut is not there. Unfortunately, the solution is not that difficult also. Solution says you are already free. I just have to know that I am free. And that's why we are studying. Otherwise, study is irrelevant. Karma phalam, there is no study involved in that. Maximum I will study certain things to gain some knowledge, to make myself more employable. All these possibilities are there. Know something, the desire to know is always there. So you don't want to know how things work. How things work. These days you go to YouTube, you can see anything. How does something happen? How does a plane take off? So some animation, somebody has produced a nice video. Always there. And some time ago, I wanted to know how they do this angiogram and how do they remove these blocks in the arteries and all. So that somebody had taken a video of that also. So anyway, all that you can do. But then here, so there's no shortcut. And any shortcut taken will not be a shortcut, really speaking. Because of this sambandha. Yagacheda rupa sambandha. It's because of that continuity. Alright. Yeah. Therefore, why should, if this is the nature of samsara, then why should I study? Why should I do all these things? Why should I know myself? What is this Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya? Okay. Just because there is a solution to that. Even though we say it is anadihi anantaha, there is an anta for this samsara. And that ignorance will not disappear just like that. If ignorance were to go just like that, then none of us would have had to go to school or college, because somehow we will end up knowing things. And this somehow knowing things doesn't exist. It's not possible. So, Bandha moksha also is of the same category. Okay? Now, having explained Aparavidya in this manner, Shankaracharya is going to explain Paravidya. Okay? Let's see that. Tadupashamalakshanaha.
So the upasham, Guruji, you were fading, sorry.
Tat
Tat
upashamalakshanaha.
upashama lakshanaha
Mokshaha.
mokshana
Paravidya vishayaha.
paravidya vishayaha
Anadi anantaha.
anadi anantaha
Ajaraha.
ajaraha
Amaraha.
amaraha
Amritaha.
amritaha
Abhayaha.
abhayaha
Shuddhaha.
shuddhaha
Prasannaha.
prasannaha
Swatma Pratishtha Lakshanaha.
swatma pratikshta lakshanaha
Paramanandaha.
paramanandanaha
Advayaha.
advayaha
Iti.
dhi.
So now he's explaining the opposite of this Aparavidya, which is Paravidya. So he's saying Paravidya Vishayaha. If you want to underline a couple of words, you should say underline Paravidya Vishayaha and in Mokshaha. Moksha is there right in front of it. Moksha Paravidya Vishaya. That's it. That is the main sentence. Paravidya Vishaya is what? Hey, moksha is the topic of what we call Paravidya. And what is moksha? Upashama Lakshanaha. Tad Upashama Lakshanaha. Tad refers to the samsara that we talked about earlier. Samsara Upashama Lakshanaha. Moksha, which is characterized Lakshanaha, whose nature or which is characterized by the upashama of samsara. Upashama means what? The resolution of, removal of, shanti of. Shanti means what? Technical word again. It's a removal of and cessation of the samsara. That is the topic of Paravidya. Paravidya Vishayaha. And Anadi Anantaha. My God, he said samsara is Anadi Anantaha. No, here moksha is saying Anadi Anantaha. That's not possible. They have to be opposites. But we saw last time that Anadi is Pravaha Nityatvam. Anadi is there, of course. But Ananta, it has end. Samsara has an end. But it is Ananta if I don't take any charge. I don't take charge of my life. Then it is Ananta. It will not end by itself. That is why it is called Anantaha. And also we saw. And so, he's giving a few more words to describe this moksha. This Upashamaha, Upashama Lakshana, Mokshaha. So he's saying Anadi, Anantaha, Ajaraha, Ajaraha, Ajaraha. So Jara is old age, So Ajaraha, no aging. There is no such thing called old age for Atma. Therefore, Apakshaya Rahitaha, Apakshaya means that declining is not there. These are the characteristics of Atma is giving. Apakshaya Rahitaha, Amaraha, Amaraha. See, next he is saying Amritaha. Amritaha is there, Amaraha is there. Both seem to be identical, correct? Amaraha means Maranam. Maranam na vidyate yasya. That which does not have death is also Amaraha. But Amritaha coming next. So Shankaracharya, commentators give different meanings to these words. Why give the same meaning? Why should Shankara, we should read two different meanings? Shankara would not have otherwise said the same thing again. That's the thinking. So, commentators will say, for Amaraha, he says, Parinama Rahitaha. Parinama means change, changing. Change is the nature of anything, any object in this universe. So, Parinama Rahita means what? Absence of change. Then what about Amritaha? Nasha Rahitaha. Absence of destruction. That is Amritaha. So you can see all these are names that we give our children. Abhay, Ajaraha, I've not seen that name recently. Amar, all these names we give. And Abhay, Amrit, all that we say. So then Abhayaha. Abhayaha. My God, Atma is of the nature of Abhayaha. Moksha is of the nature of Abhayaha. Fearlessness. How can you say fearlessness? I cannot see myself. Fear is the nature, they're common to everybody. Every human being, fear is common. Where did we see that? We saw that. We saw that somewhere. Ahara Nidra Bhaya Maithunancha Samanya Vetat Pashuvir Narana. Correct? So he's saying this is the common thing of between animals and human beings. What is this? Ahara, desire, consumption, food is required to survive. Ahara Nidra, sleep. Sleep. Don't ask me to hold sleep or not. Okay. He's saying sleep is common to all beings. Also will take some rest, I suppose. So Ahara Nidra, Bhaya. Bhaya is fear. Fear is common to all beings, including viruses and bacteria. Bhaya Maithunancha. Maithunam reproduction. These are common like that we saw there. So when Bhaya is common, how can you remove? Where is the question of removing Abhaya? Fear. Hey, come on. Fear is always, I am always afraid of something else. Afraid of another person, afraid of these animals. I don't like all these things. The sight itself creates fear in me. I'm afraid of so many things. I'm afraid that I have to do something about this house. It's so old now, 50 years old. So I'm afraid of so many things. I'm afraid of the tax man, like this they say. So many things. And I'm afraid of death also. The mother of all fears is always there, looming large. So like this, life is full of fears. So, but here he's saying Abhaya. That is because, hey, Vidyachi bhayam bhavati. I'm always afraid of something. Eh, when suppose somebody says there is no second, everything is Atma, everything is you, there is the second thing to be afraid of. Only if I see differences, nanatvam, and I consider them to be absolutely real, if there is absolutely reality for all these things, then this absolutely real self is going to be afraid of the absolutely real so many other things. Body is perishable, of course, no doubt about that. But Atma is not, because everything is Atma. Sarvabhutastam Atmanam, Sarvabhutani Chatmani. So therefore, when the Dvaita will be gone, then Bhayam also will be gone. That is the idea here. So, Abhayaha, Shuddhaha, Shuddhaha. So, commentator says, Ajnanadi Malarahitaha. Malarahitaha. Mala is impurity. What do you mean by impurity? Purity means what, like water, pure RO water, reverse osmosis.
Shuddhaha. Shuddhaha. Commentator says, Malarahitaha. Shuddha. Look at this is the language, right? Freedom from impurities is purity, right? That's obvious. It's a Malarahitaha. But Mala means, how do you understand Mala? Ajnanadi Malarahitaha. Hey, purity in this case is things like Ajnana, etc. Ignorance, etc. Ignorance, kama, karma palam, all this is malam, impurity. The sense that, hey, they are not going to solve my problem. So I have to see them as doshas, defects. And it is possible to remove those defects. And so see them as defects and help yourself. Shuddhaha, Atma Shuddhaha, Prasannaha, Prasannaha. So Ananda Swarupa, Atma, therefore Prasannaha, Sarvada Shantaha, like that they say. Sarvada Shantaha. Then Swatma Pratishtha Lakshanaha. Swatma Pratishtha means finally the guy stops running around from pillar to post. Finally. Because Atma is free. Atma eva Atmana Tushtaha. Hey, this Ananda comes from me. How can anything give me Ananda? It's not possible. That idea itself is wrong. And so finally, guy settles down and says, yeah, I am the source of joy for Atma is the source of joy. That's it. There is no other source of joy. And so, let me not get carried away by experiential Ananda. Experiential Ananda is different. Ananda Swarupa is different. And so, that is Swatma Pratishtha Lakshanaha, characterized by abiding in one's own self. That is a literal translation of that. And then Paramanandaha. Paramanandaha. Not ordinary Ananda, it is Paramanandaha. In fact, it has to be the source of all Ananda. It has to be Paramanandaha. I don't know how to translate all these words. And the greatest Ananda, you can say. Means it's not experiential Ananda. That is the meaning. That's how we understand this. It's not joy coming from outside. It is not joy triggered by something outside. Okay, it doesn't need any trigger. It is me. Okay, that is Paramanandaha. Advayaha. Non-dual. Advitiya. Moksha Atma, non-dual. It is the result of that which has no duality at all. There is nothing other than Atma, therefore Advayaha. All this have to go together. There are only the Advayaha can be Abhayaha, Amritaha, etc. So Advayaha. Iti. It says iti. So iti means what? You can even say, see, there is a word called Vivektavyo. Is that word there here somewhere? Vivektavyo. I thought we saw it. Yeah. So in the previous paragraph, you look at the word. Uttaraha Grantaha Arabhyate, we ended, no? Look at the word there. Vidya, sorry, Anayoho, Vidyayoho, Vishayo, Vivektavyo. Vivektavyo is there. Okay, Samsara Moksha iti. So Vivektavyo means have to be properly understood for what they are. Vivektavyo. Clearly, distinctly. Yeah, that's it. Distinctly understood. That you can add that word. This Vivektavyo iti, you can say. All right. So let's go to the next paragraph. Okay. Purvam tavat
पूर्वं तावद्
अपरविद्यायाः
पूर्वं
अपरविद्यायाः
तावत् अपरविद्यायाः
Yeah, go ahead and mute yourselves, please, except Ravi Kurva. Everybody can mute yourselves. Vishaya Pradarshanartham
विषयप्रणार्थसाध्यम्
Arambhaha
आरम्भः
Taddarshanehi
तत्र शनैः
Tat
तद्
Nirveda
निर्वेद
Upapattehe
उपवद्वेते वेते
Tatha cha
तदा च
Vakshyati
वक्ष्यति
Parikshya
परीक्ष्य
Lokan
लोकान्
Karmachitan
कर्मचितान्
Ityadina
इत्यादिना
Nahi
न हि
Apradarshite
अप्रशिते
Pariksha
परीक्षा
Upapadyate
उपपद्यते
Iti
इति
Tat
तद्
Pradarshayan
प्रदर्शयन्
Aha.
आह
Yeah. So was it Ravi's internet that was a bit off, or yeah, that's fine. So in this paragraph, Shankara is concluding the Sambandha Bhashyam of this mantra. And so he's saying, with this being said, with Paravidya and Aparavidya being the two topics of discussion, and now the Upanishad is going to give more details about Paravidya and Aparavidya, because this is life. If I don't understand this, then I'm going to lose out, and so important for me right now. And therefore, with that intention, because Upanishad is Mata, it's Strilingam also, feminine gender, and Veda is also Mata only. Matru Sahasra Hitaishini. Hey, if one mother means well for you, imagine how 1,000 mothers will be. Matru Sahasra Hitaishini. That much she means well for us. And so, he's saying here, Purvam Tavat. So, then first of all, Purvam means in the beginning. So, Tavat. So how do you translate this? First of all, therefore, first, something like that. Aparavidyayaha Vishaya Pradarshanartham Arambhaha. Purvam Arambhaha. So the beginning, the next section is begun with the intention of presenting Aparavidya. Aparavidyayaha Vishaya. So for presenting the topic of Aparavidya, okay, it's very simple Sanskrit here. Aparavidyayaha with Vishaya Pradarshanatham, for presenting that topic, the following text is started. And why are you presenting Aparavidya? I thought I have come here to study Paravidya, Brahmavidya, Atmavidya. And you're talking about Aparavidya. Are we going off track here? No. Tad darshanehi. Tat nirveda upapattehe. Hey, there is something called Vairagyam that is needed for the study of Paravidya. Paravidya, we saw Adhikaritvam in Viveka Chudamani, Vivekaha, Vairagyaha, or Vairagyam, Shamadamadi, Shatka Sampattihi, Mumukshutvam. These are the requirements. These are the qualifications of a person who wants to study this. Exactly like in any other field of knowledge, if a student applies to college, they'll look up what are the things he has done. High school pass, yeah, high school pass. What are the grades? These are the grades, everything. Then social service, yeah, this is good, everything. So many things there. These days the demands are so much. Those days simple life it was, but now demands are way too much. And so, but still, those are the requirements. Like that here also, one of the requirements is Vairagyam. Vairagyam means objectivity. I need to know exactly what things can do for me. Water is needed. I know exactly what water does for me. Like that, I should know exactly what everything can do for me. Okay, and I do know. But one more problem I have with it. I think they are somehow going to make me happy. That part is the problem. That is where the problem is. And they will make my life comfortable, all right. Family members will make me comfortable and happy, all right. I mean, comfortable, all right. But if I expect my family members to make me happy, then it's going to be up and down only. It's going to be up and down because nobody can make another person happy. Is it possible? Is it possible? Not possible. But still, I need a family because everybody needs to help each other and we grow. We grow. That's why Chitta Shuddhyartam, Chittasya Shuddhaye Karma. Make it Chudamani. Hey, karma, which includes family and marriage, is so important for me to appreciate what this Upanishad is saying. I need it. I need all these karakas, to use that word that Shankaracharya used earlier. All the things, all this paraphernalia I need to help myself to get that chitta shuddhi, to appreciate that, hey, this sukham is really not out there. I'm running behind things. There was a reason why I ran behind it, but now I need to be more objective. That's what he's saying here. Tad darshanehi tan tat nirveda. Nirveda is vairagyam. Nirveda is vairagyam. So that vairagya upapatehe, that vairagyam will not come to me unless somebody tells me the limitations of artha, kama and dharma. To use the Purushartha language. Somebody has to tell me, otherwise I am going to be in this cycle constantly. And so that is why Tathacha Vakshyati. Tathacha Vakshyati. And that also the Upanishad is going to say Vakshyati shortly. If you look at mantra number 12 in this chapter, if you look at mantra number 12, it says Pariksha Lokan Karmachitan Nirvedamayad Brahmanaha Nastya Kritaha Kritena. Like that we have this mantra. And so he's saying Tathacha Vakshyati Pariksha Lokan Karmachitan Ityadina. By mantras like this, the Upanishad is telling us that karma, a life of surrounding karma, means action, activity, cause, effect, karma, karma, phalam. If I do this, I will get that. This kind of idea, I have to gain dispassion towards. That is what he's saying here. Pariksha lokan karmachitan. Means what? What is the meaning of those words? A lokan pariksha. Lokaha means what? This samsaraha. Samsara. This life. Lokan means not all worlds and all that. No, I don't know anything about other worlds. I don't have to worry. This world that I live in is what I need to know properly. And so that is called lokaha. That's samsaraha, my life. And what kind of life it is? Karma chitan lokan. Karma chitan means a life that is surrounded, that is centered on karma. A life that is made through karma. I made it in my life. I made it. If somebody says, what is the meaning of I made it? I made it means I worked hard for it. From day one, I've been working hard from school onwards, like middle school, high school, and then job, and then marriage and children, and this and that. I made it. I'm now an accomplished man. Somebody says. That is called karma chitam. I did a lot to be where I am. Correct? This is the idea. So that kind of a life, pariksha, having examined. Pariksha karke. I have to examine it. Means what exactly is the reality of all this? What am I really seeking? Did I get what I am seeking? If I am really accomplished, that means I must be a happy man. The minute I get up, I am happy. Then afternoon also I am happy. Evening also I am happy. Night also I should be happy. Correct? Because I am an accomplished man. Correct? Otherwise, how can I say I am accomplished? What is it you are accomplishing? No, I am depressed because. So depression. So after all this accomplishment, depression also is there. How can you call yourself accomplished? I don't understand that. No. I accomplished all the other things. Oh, materially accomplished. Oh, I see. Okay. Then what do you want then? But I'm not happy. Oh, you want happiness also? I see. Okay. Yeah. So therefore, that life is called karma chitan lokan. Pariksha. I have to analyze all this. Why? Because it's for my own good only. And so ityadina, like that Upanishad is going to talk about vakshyati. Vakshyati means in future tense it is. Vakshyati. It will tell us about. And so nahi apradarshite pariksha upapadyate iti. He's telling the opposite of that. Hey, if that is not talked about, if somebody doesn't tell me more about life, what is really accomplishable in life and what cannot be accomplished in life. If somebody doesn't tell me, I will not. This examination is not possible. Pariksha na upapadyate. Apradarshite. If somebody doesn't tell me all these things, if it's not demonstrated, if it's not shown, then this pariksha is not possible. Pariksha needs a trigger. If somebody tells you this, then it makes me think. When I'm walking, I'll be thinking about it. When I'm eating, I'll be thinking about it. When I'm waiting in the doctor's office, nothing to do, and you have all these magazines, and you're not interested in any of these magazines also. Stardust and all is there. What will you do with all this? Some of us won't be interested. Once I saw Stardust and there's actors there, I did not recognize any actor. After Amitabh Bachchan, my this thing is gone. After Sridevi passed away also. So gone. After that, I have not been following any actors and actresses. So that is not of any interest also. Then what do? Pariksha. Do the pariksha about life. Think about life. And so nahi apradarshite pariksha upapadyate iti. Then brackets you can say matva. Iti matva means the Upanishad knowing that if I don't explain all these things to my students, to my dear citizens, then this kind of viveka, this kind of inquisitiveness will not be there. Where I need to be inquisitive, I must be inquisitive, and that will not be there if aparavidya is not talked about. Okay, even though the final subject of the Upanishad is what? Paravidya. That's how Shankaracharya is introducing, and he says Tat Pradarshchayan Aha. Tat means that Aparavidya Pradarshchayan. Pradarshchayan means showing that Aparavidya Upanishad Aha. is saying the following words. That's how they should be understood. So how is the order? Order is like this. Okay. So Paricha. Paricha means what? Dvaita Vicharaha. Dvaita. We live in duality only. Everything is duality. Dual only. Multiplicity. So Dvaita Vicharaha. I need to inquire into the reality of this Dvaitam. So that is called Dvaita Vicharaha. Then Dvaita Dosha Darshanam. Step number 2. Means what? Hey, this Dvaita is whatever it is, but it has limitations. It has limitations. It can give me comforts, but it need not give me sukham. Ananda, it need not give. It can give me comforts, all right. Okay, it can give me disease also. But those are all doshas. Dvaita dosha darshanam. Then Dvaita Vairagyam or Dvaita Nirvedam, to use the word of this Upanishad. Nirvedopapattihi, Shankara already introduced it. Nirveda. Nirveda means what? Vairagyam. So Dvaita Vairagyam. Now I will get Vairagyam towards this world of things. People, places, things, etc. Vairagyam will be there. I see things objectively. I'm not running away from anything. Vairagyam is not running away from anything. Vairagyam means seeing things for what they are. That is called Vairagyam. Money causes all problems. And people, it is a nice statement people make. And they think they are making a very intelligent statement. Money causes all problems means what is helping you? You came in your car only, no? Who bought this car? Oh, I earned money and I purchased it. Then what money causes all problems, you say? Food. You have money to buy food? Yeah. Yeah, so money is causing a lot of good things also. How can you say money causes problems? This is called wrong thinking. This is called going to, we like to go to the extremes, extremes. This guy doesn't know anything. He has not done any pariksha. And he says things like money causes problems, family causes problems. Like this, all vague statements they give. Nothing has a capacity to either cause problems or cause good. No, nothing. These things have no capacity. It's just my perception. That's all it is. And so nothing causes any problems. Nothing gives me any solution also. Fundamental solution. That is the way to be understood. Okay, so what did he say? Dvaita Vicharaha, Dvaita Dosha Darshanam, then Dvaita Vairagyam. I gain dispassion towards this so-called material world. Sometimes they use the word material world. Then I begin to appreciate Advaitam. Is there something called Advaitam? Okay. So Advaita Vasana comes. Advaita Vasana. Advaita Ragaha. But all you can use that word. Vasana. Now I appreciate this idea of Advaita. Also called Mumukshutvam. That is what Mumukshutvam is. The desire for moksha. Advaita Ragaha. Then Advaita Vicharaha. What we are doing now is Advaita Vicharaha. Inquiry into what is this Advaita? What is this Atma that is non-dual? What is this Brahma that is non-dual? What is all this about? That's how it works. So that's the idea being presented here. And that's Satyam. Where is the Anvaya? Oh, Anvaya is not needed because we have not done the mantra yet. Okay. So let's chant the next mantra. So is the audio better now?
Yeah, sometimes, your sound goes very fast and
What is it? Mitigate this problem, So, all right. First mantra of the second Khanda of the first Mundaka, 1.2.1. Okay. Tadetat Satyam.
Tadetat Satyam.
You can put a full stop there if it is not there. Mantreshu Karmani.
Mantreshu Karmani.
Kavayo Yanyapashyan.
कवयो यान्यपश्यन्
तानि त्रेतायां
तान् त्रेतायां
बहुधा सन्ततानि
बहुधा सन्ततानि
तान्याचरत
तान्याचरत
नियतं सत्यकामाः
नियतं सत्यकामाः
येषवः पन्थाः
येषवः पन्थाः
सुकृतस्य लोके
सुकृतस्य लोके
Yeah, once again, tadetat satyam
तदेतत् सत्यम्
mantreshu karmani kavayo yanyapashyan
मन्त्रेषु कर्माणि कवयो यान्यपश्यन्
तानि त्रेतायां बहुधा सन्ततानि
तानि त्रेतायां बहुधा सन्ततानि
तान्याचरथ नियतं सत्यकामाः
तान्याचरत नियतं सत्यकामाः
येषवः पन्थाः सुकृतस्य लोके
येषवः पन्थाः सुकृतस्य लोके
Yeah. So here the Upanishad is addressing these Satyakamas. Now look at the word Satyakama. Hey Satyakamaha. Hey Satyakamaha are people who are committed to karma, who don't know anything better. They take it seriously. They have Shraddha in the Shastram. They are dharmic people, but they don't know anything beyond karma. And so, hey Satyakamaha, hey people who consider karma as Satyam. Karma is the only thing that is there. So karma, karma phalam, that is what they are interested in. And hey Satyakamaha. Okay, like that, the Upanishad is addressing such people. He's saying, let's come back to Tadetat Satyam later. He says, or we can say Tadetat Satyam. Hey, this thing is true. This thing is true. This is it. This is the law. What is the law? Yeah, this karma, when you do karma, you get karma phalam. That law of karma is true. Cause effect is the law. It is real. It is real. Tadetat satyam. Not absolute reality here. Tadetat satyam. That is real. When you throw a ball up like this, on earth, on the surface of earth here in Coimbatore, the ball has to come down. It has to come down. It won't just run away like that. Okay, why? That is a law. That is the law. So like that here also, karma phalam also is the law. Any type of karma, and karma phalam will be exactly commensurate with all the factors that go into this phenomenon. Okay, and so that's what he's saying here. And by the way, before we get into details, the next 6 mantras. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is Ehi iti. Okay, next 6 mantras are going to talk about this aparavidya. Aparavidya, the importance of aparavidya, importance. And then 7 plavakyete, 7 is going to talk about the criticism. It's going to criticize this karma. Okay, there will be a ninda of the karma there. 7. And that's how it continues. Alright, just for your information. And so here, that karma, that aparavidya is the importance of aparavidya is being talked about. And is saying, hey, mantreshu karmani kavayaha yani apashyan. Kavayaha, our rishis have seen all these mantras, and in the mantras are located the karmani, the karmas. Satyam vada dharmam chara. If the Upanishad says, it means what? Hey, speak the truth. Be committed to the truth. Dharmam chara. Hey, do dharma. Whatever you do. There will be always, doing is always option. Optionality is many. When it comes to karma, there is always option. And so you can choose any option you want as long as make sure it is follows dharma. Don't cut corners with respect to dharma. So all these are mantras which have been seen by our rishis. They saw it when they were meditating or when they were in they are all jnanis, and so they are called Ayaha. Kavi is the word here. Kavi often means poet, Kavi, poet in common language, but here in Shastram, Kavi means one who can see far. Dirgadarshi. See far means see the future, see the past, see the present, and see the future. That person is called a Kavi. And so Kavayaha, Yani Apashyan. So Yani Mantrani, they saw, the mantras that they saw. Very interesting word, they saw. We'll come back to it later. Tani Tretayam Bahuda Santatani. Hey, in all the Vedas, 3 Vedas, Shankara is going to describe all these things. They're all presented in the Vedas. Tretayam means in the Vedas. Bahuda Santatani. They are spread all through the Vedas in various ways. Various types, talking about different types of karma. Some person wants wealth and more wealth. Another person says, no, this is good enough for me. I don't need any more. So 2 types of people are there. So both types of people have to be satisfied. And so it is. Some person wants children. Another person says, no, I don't want children. 2 types of people are there. So, but that person wants something else. And so, Bahuda Santatani. Tani Acharata Niyatam Satyakamaha. Hey, Satyakamaha. Hey, Niyatam Acharata. Follow that. Follow the advice given in the Vedas. Okay. Acharata. Acharan karo. Yeshaha vaf pantaha. Sukritasya loke. Hey, this is the path. Pantaha means this is the path given to you to gain what? Sukritasya loke. To gain pleasant experiences, better lokas, sukritasya, punyasya lokaha. Hey, the lokas that you can gain by doing punyam, that you will gain by following our rishis mantras. Like that, very straightforward mantra here, using words that we may not understand, but that's what is the meaning of this mantra. Okay. So it's an advice to humanity. Angiras is giving an advice to this Shaunaka. As this advice is giving. Okay. Tadetat Satyam. This is the guarantee Veda gives. Minimum. Okay. Bhashyam. Oh, wait a minute. It's 7:30 here already. So, good. So that's the introduction to Mantra. And we'll continue this in the next class. Om Apadamapahaktaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasyashalini Deshoyam Kshobharahitah Dhammana Santu Nirbhayaha Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.
ధన్యవాదः
ధన్యవాదాలు.
ధన్యవాదాలు చక్రవర్తి.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
Thank you.
ధన్యవాదాలు.